Okay, guys, I got to do this in one take because I don't know how to edit. I really don't even know how to upload this thing. I got to get help uploading it. Well, anyway, my name is Mike Norge. I'm 45 years old and I'm trying to enter this contest because I'm chasing my dreams. All right, most of my life I spent on heroin, and it was a big waste of life. And it wasn't until my mom passed away in 2013 that my life completely fell apart, and I wound up in prison. Yeah. Uh, while I was in prison, I finally realized that so many people had sacrificed for me, and I just didn't want to waste that sacrifice anymore. All right, that I wanted to finally live up to the sacrifices that people had made for me. And, Martin Luther King's, the George Washingtons, but even smaller, right? Even smaller than those people. My mom risked her life for me to be on earth. Women died during childbirth. You know what I mean? People in my family immigrated, sold all their stuff, got onto a boat, went to a place they didn't even speak the language, know any of the customs, any of that stuff. And they did it for me. All right. They didn't even know I was going to exist, but these people wanted me to have a better life. So they were willing to do whatever it was going to take, for a person they didn't even know was going to exist. All right. And I felt like I had wasted that. All right. So I got released in 2018, got off probation, got my rights back, got married, got a great job. But I didn't have, some people call it a midlife crisis. I don't know what it was. I was searching for meaning in my life. Like, what's this all about? What is this what life is? Is I wake up and I go to work every day. That's all I do is work, work, work. I feel like I work myself into a grave, right? And I had to catch back up, right? Because I put myself in prison. And I came home with $600 and the clothes on my back. All right. My family is dead. My mom's passed away. So I had to go to a transitional homeless house. It was humbling, like, man. And I pulled myself up. I became a success story. Saved up my money, worked hard every day and saved up the money. And then had the crisis, like, what am I doing this all for? Is it for money? Which I don't even really care about. I don't even care about money. I mean, look at my shirt. I got this old, raggedy, wore-out bacon neck shirt on. Material possessions don't really mean a whole lot to me. What means something to me are my dreams. And my oldest dream that I can possibly remember, I was 5 to 7 years old, and we have a big celebration here in Norfolk. It's called Harbor Fest. The Navy is here and boats are a big deal. So I spent most of my life around boats and swimming at the beach, and I love the beach life. And I remember walking up on this sailboat, and it's a big wooden mast ship. And it's actually the USS Constitution, right? I didn't know it at the time, but it's a famous ship from American history. But I remember this boat just being so imposing. The mast was so tall, and I was just overwhelmed. And I thought, man, how great it would be that that was my boat and that I could sail around the world. So I took my hard-earned money. All right, I do air conditioning and plumbing, extremely hard work. And I took my little $20,000 I had saved up, and I rushed out and I bought a boat. And I bought a 1989 Silverton aft cabin, not the boat to sail around the world in. I just knew nothing, all right? I didn't even think about putting gas in the thing. I was completely blinded by passion, all right? I was just blinded that I saw the dream, and I named this boat for my mom. You know, I call it the Mary Jane because, you know, I wanted my biggest regret in my life is that my mom never saw me happy and sober, all right? That's where like my fuel for my passion comes from, is just I want her to look down on me and see that I'm happy. Yeah, I don't want to do all this crying stuff. It wasn't intended. I wish I had found these channels earlier, all right, and would have known more before I got myself so involved into a boat. Now I live on a boat, and it's not the boat that we need, but I would have to sell this boat to recoup my money to buy another boat, or I gotta wait 5, maybe even more years till I can save up more money. And at that point, travel's going to be out because I'm going to be working my whole life for the boat again, to pay for the boat. So watching all these channels, I saw the video yesterday. I was sitting in the car waiting for my wife to get off of work and doing what I normally do, dream. And I look at these videos, you know, I watch all your, you know, the Chasing Freedom and Delos, of course. I watch all these videos and I dream. I dream I'm there. Then that's my boat. That's me. And you said something about a free boat. I'm like, man, I couldn't even click on the video fast enough. The first thing I did was look down to see how old the video was. Make sure I'm not clicking on some 2-year-old video. But I saw 2 days and I said, dang, I might have a chance. And here we are. And I'd love to keep talking, but time constraints are time constraints. If you guys have to know anything about me, know that I'm going to sail around the world. If it's on this boat, then it's on this boat that I win. If I got to work myself into an early grave, so be it. But I will sail around the world. And, you know, I'm just fortunate that I have a wife that's supportive of me and that I'm a hard worker, because that's the only way I can do this probably. You know, a guy like me isn't even supposed to have a yacht, right? I'm a construction worker, and yet I own my own yacht. People, you know, myself included, have always doubted. You know what I mean? It's bad when you doubt yourself. And most of my life, I doubted myself. It wasn't until recently that I stopped doing it, that I can do this, and I will do it. And I definitely appreciate your time, and hopefully, I can be very charismatic too. You can bring me on the channel. I would love to be up there. Yeah, little boat tour. All right, little boat tour. All right, spin it around. Not a bad boat. Not a bad boat. And you got to remember, my wife, she doesn't swim, so she obviously knows nothing about boats. Look at this big ass refrigerator. Look at that. Look at that. All right. I tried to make it into an apartment so she would be happy. All right. I bought her a new stove. Look at that. Greystone. You know what I mean? Hey, I worked blood, sweat, and tears for that thing. You know what I'm saying? And the piece de la resistance, all right, is this. Yeah, I know you guys have nice sailboats, but you don't have a king-size bed. Yeah, that is a king-size bed inside my boat. This air conditioner, this is a mini split, but it's completely solar powered. All right, I'm trying to get us so we can live off grid, so I can show my wife that she can do it. All right, she's doubting herself. You know what I mean? She has She suffers from anxiety. She's so bad with anxiety, she doesn't even drive a car. But, you know, she's living on a boat with me because she loves me. And she thinks that if she doesn't, that I'm going to leave her. All right. But I would never leave her. I would leave my dreams before I left her. You can see the tent. Don't pay attention. I got it taped up there for right now. And that's because I moved on to the boat and it's not even finished. I bought the boat and busted my tail on this boat for 6 months. But trying to afford an apartment and a boat took every cent that I had, right? You know, once again, I'm not supposed to be, I'm a poor person. Poor people and boats do not mix. I love the disclaimer you had to put on this, that you had to be able to afford. Hey, I can afford the $350 a month. All right. Just barely, but I can afford that. And I can afford to get out there to get it. And I have $10,000 saved up. Now, this is $10,000 towards my new dream boat that I'm saving on. All right. My $50,000 dream boat that I, you know, have budgeted in. All right. And then I have 50,000 more that I need to save. All right. So you could change all that. And all I have to save is 40,000 more if you give me this boat. All right. If you give me the boat, I'd get rid of this boat. All right. Sell this boat and I'll sell it dirt cheap. All right. Just because you gave it to me. But I got to pay off all the shit that I bought on it. So before I can give it away, I just got to get the money I owe for everything on the boat. And I'll give it away at that price. All right. If I could recoup that cost, all right, and plus the 10,000 minus whatever I spend on getting the boat back and outfitting the boat. All right. Man, we're talking 40 grand. I'll save that up in a matter of years. It won't be that hard. But it would seriously speed up the process. You guys can rest assured I'm going to do this with your help. Without, oh, you know what? I already been having your guys' help. Who am I kidding? If it wasn't for these videos, you know how much I've learned from these videos? So much, man. I could spend 3 minutes just thanking you for these videos and all the guys that have videos out there that let me dream every day. Because let me tell you, if it wasn't for the little reprieve I get when I watch these videos, I would have gave up a long time ago. But it has lit a fire in me because I see you guys living my dream. All right. And to see somebody else, and I'm just like, well, you're no better than I am. If you can do it, I know I can do it. So who's stopping me other than me? All right. And no more with that. Thank you, guys. Reach back. Anyway, it just makes me feel good that somebody I watch is watching me. I feel like a star now. Thank you, guys. I really needed it. It's been a complete video of up and down. Tear come to my eyes. And then right now, I feel hopeful, where I was starting to feel a little hopeless. All right. And I'm hopeful again. Thanks. No matter what happens, I feel like I earned at least that. It makes me feel good. That really made me feel good. Thanks, fellas. Ladies.